too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, I'm down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope, they thinking they just...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? 51. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On first down, McKinley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, McKinley. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Yellow. Go. Go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be... touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
11.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now the pressure comes, and he goes down, just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Mahomes pass complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Kansas City. The kicker on.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 51, Mike 51. All day, baby, all day.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's go, baby. That's the safety creek. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Twitchy's the mic. Twitchy's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Attack! Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. On third down, Foley, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the move to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, Foley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Clock! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Hey! Mike 51. Mike 51.
12.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Garoppolo, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, Charlie.
All day, dog. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Garoppolo now. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long?
Here we go, G. Hey, check 24. Check.
White.
Alert flare.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll run on first down. McKinley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right here, guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
That's complete. It's Collins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they... And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, 43, 15.
Slam.
15.
Protect.
That's right.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yellow.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
65, 65.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Ross. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get big.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
3-2-18, chopper.
On first down, Fuller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Watch 50. Watch the run. Fox try. 50's the mark. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's yellow. I got it. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo looking left side and has got a man. It's Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. There's Garoppolo to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked. Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch
11.
Slam.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. RJ180.
Coming to you. My switch.
They'll run on first down. Folding. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak. It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score. I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can. Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready. No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down. Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over. I know the fat lady's been singing for some time. No, not her at all. This is one of our guys. Singing too. Oh, she's on like the fifth tune. Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Herndon's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go. What do you need?
Watch the run.
11. Buzz.
51 Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come off the ball, Hort. Got the tight.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.